Morning everyone. So I'm just doing a quick video on after the rant I did the other day. Lots of people obviously having a good laugh. Gareth, somebody like you looks like you on the internet having a rant. Love it. Thanks very much for all the suggestions for the names. There's like some really good ones. Troublegate, etc, etc, which I kind of get. I like Rantgate, that was another. So I've decided, what I've decided to do, I've set up this YouTube channel called the Fairhurst Files. If you're of such of an age, you would remember the X-Files, and obviously that's looking into all alien life forms and investigating all that and everything. The F-Files, or the Fairhurst Files, it's probably going to be entertaining seeing me rant from there time to time again, but it won't just be rant. It's like I said on the video, I'm going to document, because Wigan Council, the little trolls, the little proxies like Standish Voice and everything, just like we did with Fencegate, they'll try and put their spin on it and blah blah blah. I'm not having it this time. I'm not having it. So what I'm going to do, you're going to see it first hand from me. So I did that video, and Wigan Council learnt about the legal issue from that video. I'll come to in a bit what I've done since. So it's just, you're going to hear it from source, and I'm not going to put up with any baloney from these idiots. But also what I'm also going to do, because I did mention, and I've had like 3 or 4 people contact me, because they have issues. Might be somebody at work, might be somebody online with kids, or it could be neighbour disputes, whatever. When I was a councillor, a lot of stuff that I experience, people ask for, you know, what they can do and everything else. So as I go through this journey of suing the council, what I'm going to do is obviously show my personal experience and what's going on and why it's going on, because you know, you don't sue anybody lightly. I mean, yes, I've sued people. I've been in the High Court more times than soft Mick and whatever, suing people for defamation. The ex-Tory councillor Whittingham, Debbie Parkinson, we didn't get caught. She apologised quickly. Right thing to do. And everything else, blah blah blah. The neighbours that tried to nick land that's cost them tens and tens of thousands of pounds. But so I tell people what to do, and I get it, it can be scary, and people go, you can't do that, and you're like, yeah. So I'm going to use my real life experience of this journey that we're now going to be suing it. You're going to see what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, but investigating how, when I put it all together, you'll be able to see that should you have, I don't know, issues with somebody online, somebody at work, or the council. A few people have contacted me about the council and whatever, and what's that's all about. So yeah, we're going to go through it all. I mean, it's going to be educational. Hopefully people can, I mean, hopefully you don't have to do anything. If anybody go through life and there's no aggro for anybody, it's great, but it's the way it should be. But unfortunately you do get these people, and you do get issues. So it's going to be that's effectively what the Fairhurst Files is. It's going to be documenting my journey through this process of suing the council, and also how it relates to yourselves maybe. So not only are you understanding why I'm doing it and what I'm doing it for, and how petty the council is, but also how the council are wasting your money. Because all this, like that guy, like I say, probably, I don't know, 45-50,000 quid, work out his hourly rate, he was here going to write a report, whatever. So 2.5 hours, that is 2.5 hours of his salary you paid for over something that they admitted to me numerous times, and they knew even before they came out that it wasn't a council matter. So, you know, it's important you know where your money goes and how Wigan Council spend it. So when Wigan Council say, oh, we've got no money for this, we've got no money for that, you can go, tell you what, stop harassing Gareth Fairhurst and you might save yourself 100,000 quid. I use 100,000 quid, it will be more. And when I go through the journey and tell you the different elements of the harassment that I suffered from Wigan Council, you'll see how it all adds up. We'll talk about the path. I'll do a video in a few weeks about the path and how that's going to cost you 100,000 quid on its own. That's right, going to cost you and me 100,000 quid for the stupidity and harassment. Just one element of this. But also, people have asked me, you know, I help the Astley warehouses and stuff like that. So there may be issues that come up that we can look at and do that. So I thought, I was thinking of something gate and all that, but when you put it all together, it comes to something. And somebody said, made this suggestion to me, and I thought, yeah, that's a good idea actually. So I'm going to call it the Fairhurst Files. So it's going to be a YouTube channel documenting it, all these videos, so you can see what's going on and what's happening, how your money is being wasted on the persecution and against myself. You know what, and there'll be others. Maureen O'Byrne, I've talked to Maureen already, and we're going to catch up next week, because obviously what they're doing with her, that costs you and me more money. There was 1 year, in fact Wigan Council, when I was a councillor, and there was what they call the Standards Board for England, which looked at council, they actually wrote to Wigan Council and said, stop wasting taxpayers' money. And I've got everything. I've got a facility and everything's locked away, and we'll as part of the Fairhurst Files, we'll do that as a video, how that was said and how much money is wasted. So when Wigan Council say we've not got money to fix potholes, or we've not got money for this, or we're cutting that, we're going to show you, and this is why, half the reason why I'm involved in politics, because I hate how Wigan Council just wastes our money, or Labour wastes our money. It's unbelievable. But in 1 year they've wasted 1.5 million quid. The unlawful by-election that I got stopped in the High Court for Brain a few years ago, that costs £250,000 quid. You know what I mean? And you'll see how fast, bang, 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 how fast Wigan Council wastes your taxpayers' money by following these videos and the journey through. And you know, also you might learn something if you are unfortunate enough to have disputes with neighbours, council, or whoever. You'll be able to see, oh well, actually Gareth did that, actually Gareth met, I can't do that. So it's hopefully educational as well as entertainment. And yeah, I'm sure there'll be some rants, but you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? And yeah, it's good to laugh in life, so we'll probably have some we'll have some laughs along the way as well. But yeah, I just thought everybody, a few people are now saying, Fairhurst Files, what's all this about? It's about wrapping it all up together, all these. They'll have an episode where branch gate, well, I'll call it, where the council wrote to me about a branch being 5 centimetres over the footpath. We'll talk about Pathgate, which is the 100,000 thing that's going to cost you. So we've got a number of things. What is harassment? You know, a couple of people have said, why can you sue the council for harassment? That's going to be the first proper video or episode. I'm going to do that over the weekend. So again, informative, educational maybe, and just fun as well, but also for myself, for my sanity. Because I, you know, this isn't my first rodeo, and you would think Wigan Council would go, you know what, if Gareth's done something wrong, let's just do it the proper way. But let's stop this stupidity, because unlike other people where people go, I'm suing you, and they never do. If you're going to say you're going to sue somebody, sue it. And I've told the Wigan Council 3-4 times, if this continues, I'll take you to court. Now, they probably got to the point they go, nah, I keep saying that, but he never does. And that's probably the biggest danger with myself, because what I'm doing, I'm just giving them an opportunity to a moment of pause, to breathe and go, you know what, maybe we've gone too far with Gareth this time, you know. And we'll go through it all. We'll talk about previous court cases where I've had the council, and so when you see stuff that the propaganda that Labour and Wigan Council and the proxies put out, you'll go, oh, remember that stuff, oh my god. And honestly, you'll be amazed, and you go, I can see why Gareth gets annoyed with the council. So but yeah, anyway, that's what the Fairhurst Files is about. Watch for the first proper episode that's coming out over the weekend, and what I'll probably do is one video a week. I'm not going to block up all your stuff, you know, you've all got busy lives, but I'll probably do one video. But I think the first one I'm going to do is what is a harassment. So if you're suffering from harassment, or you think you're suffering from harassment from anybody, work, online, neighbour, council, whoever, you'll be able to go, oh, okay, so that's the difference between somebody just brassing me off and actually a harassment, and what you can do about it, because what I'm going to do about it, so you're sharing that experience. So yeah, I'll do that over the weekend. But yeah, I'm digressing now, so I'm going to go and get a drink. It's getting too warm. That's my excuse. It's not my age. Honest officer, not my age. So just one thing before I do go. So what I have done, I've now written to the Chief Executive of Wigan Council, who we have a reasonable relationship in terms of professionalism, and there may have been some issues in the past, and people grow up and move on. I think she's a person that has an element of reasonableness about them. Yes, I understand that the boss is the Labour cabinet, I get that bit. But anyway, what I've done, so in terms of the harassment, to stop any further ones, I've now legally blocked Wigan Council officers coming on any of my land. On my lands opposite, the land at the side of the house, coming knocking on my door, they are now banned. So is that just a stunt? Is that just me just flexing? Is it that? No, it's literally, so it stops. I've told them if they need to speak to me, just write to me. They've got my email address, they've got my home address, they can either email me or they can write to me in the via letter, but no longer are they able to do that. So straight away it stops the harassment. And if Wigan Council officer does come and knock on my door again, I've now warned them that I will go for an injunction. I will take them immediately. So what that is I'll just apply to court for emergency hearing, lay out the history, and say I've told them before, enough's enough. They need to get in contact with me. They do not come on my land. They've got no reason to do that, and just to write to me. If they want access for whatever reason, if they've got a legitimate legal request, they want to come on the land, they're going to have to write and ask for an invitation or permission. But that's the first thing that I've done now. So yeah, Wigan Council are on notice that something's coming. They know why on this latest incident, the conduct of this officer, and then also, more importantly, just stop any further harassment to that degree. So I've legally now banned all Wigan Council officers from coming on the land. That'll set the hairs running over there in the town hall, going, oh my god, what have they done now? So anyway, so we'll go and enjoy the hottest day of the year as it's predicted. So I just thought I'd do a quick video, probably a bit longer than what I wanted now, but can't laugh at myself. But yeah, so that's what the Fairhurst Files about. I hope you're going to enjoy the journey. You'll see the stress parts, and there will be some stress parts for myself. You know, you can't do this stuff and it's not stress free. There will be some bit, but importantly, why, where and how it may be applicable for yourselves if you experience this, and what you can do. So thanks very much, and we'll see you next time on the Fairhurst Files, or the F Files. Maybe the Fairhurst Files better. But make sure you subscribe, like the pages and whatever, so when the weekly videos come up, you'll get to see them first of all. And so in a few months' time, when it's all going off online, you'll go, I know what this is all about. So anyway, yeah, enjoy. Third time I'm saying goodbye, au revoir, over and out.